Hello. We start May with another flight in the Maldives. We are actually way south in the Maldives. We flew pretty much all over the country, so to speak. From Mafaru over here. And we are heading way to the south to Gun, which is pretty much the southernmost island in the Maldives. We're going to do this RNAV here. We've already started to be vectored to it. And yeah, we flew through a thunderstorm, but other than that, it has been a pretty nice, if a bit long flight, almost 2 hours here. And there's still some rain ahead, it seems. Waiting for information and instruction from ATC. Actually, let me tune the ground frequency, tower frequency I should say, and wait for it. Gun, as I said, is the southernmost island in the Maldives, and it's a bit of a different place compared to the rest of the countries because during World War II the British built an air base and naval base in Gun. It was widely used in the eastern theater of the war. Apparently was not detected by the Japanese, and it provided support through the operations in that theater. And yeah, after the war it was decommissioned, but all actually brought back in the 60s as the Cold War developed, and it was active until 1976, I believe, when the British left. The Maldives became independent from the British in the 60s, but the base lasted until the 70s. And after the British left, there was huge unemployment.
Charlie, Echo. Charlie, India 27, turn right, heading 190.
Turn right, heading 190, CCI 27. And there was huge unemployment in the island because most people there kind of supported the base one way or another. But as the Maldives transitioned into a tourism economy in the 80s and 90s, the fact that there were lots of people in Gun who actually spoke English was a major advantage for it. So the old air base was rebuilt as the international airport in which we are going to land, although it's a standard default airport. I couldn't find a good mod for it. And Gun became a bit of a secondary major center other than Malé, the capital, to bring tourists to this area. And yeah, apparently there is going to be some rain where we are going. I should start to slow down actually. So let's cut back on power. Oh, and by the way, the British construction of the airbase did mean that pretty much all archaeological sites on the island were destroyed, especially from its prehistoric and Buddhist times. Gun, as all of the Maldives is a Muslim country, so I think most mosques were also deactivated and etc. So it didn't come without some cultural cost, so to speak. Anyway, let's hope we get told to descend soon. As you can expect, the airport is at sea level. We are at 4,000 feet, so we do need to descend at some point, right? So we'll turn on landing lights. Oh, and let's get external views. I forgot about it.
Charlie Echo, Charlie India 27, turn left, heading 180.
Turn left heading 180, CC27. Really? Tell us to descend. I'm going quite slowly so we can deploy flaps when needed. Don't want to hurry this too much. Can't see the island yet, but should be there, I guess. There's nothing very mysterious about the approach. We just go straight on. Start the glide slope at 1600 feet, minimums are 260. So we'll see.
Charlie Echo, Charlie India 27, 9 miles from Mug 723, turn right, heading 265, maintain 1,600 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared RNAV runway 28.
Turn right, heading 265, maintain 1,600. Cleared RNAV runway 28, CCI27. Okay, here we go. So we're descending. And yeah, there is rain in the final approach, so it should be a little bit interesting. It says 260, but we can really start to line up. They didn't give us a Q&A, so we're just going to hope there isn't much change. 2,000 feet. That's, you can see we're going way too fast because I'm descending in a really not very advisable rate, to be honest. Let's get things stable. Approaching 1,600. And let's hold it. Once we hit 723, we'll start the main procedure. Oops. Let's do that. And it's slowing down again. Let's go for mixtures. Turn on the fuel pumps. Thunder. I can hear thunder. Slow down just a tiny bit more. want to see the weather cells, but all right.
Charlie Echo Charlie India 27, contact the gun tower 119er, decimal 1. Good day.
119.1 CCI 27.
Negative, tower on 119er, decimal 1.
119.1. Tower CCI 27 on final, runway 28. There isn't a glide.
Charlie Echo Charlie India 27, gun tower runway 28, cleared to land.
Clear to land runway 28 CCI 27. We don't have wind information either, and there is not a glide slope on this approach, but the runway is right in front of us. Once I get a little bit closer, I'll drop gear, of course. And yeah, there's some rain on the way, but shouldn't be much of an issue. Let's get ready. Speed is low enough that we can safely drop gear. It does feel like we're going to be pushed. There's going to be a crosswind from the left. Okie dokie. Gear down. This might be a bit tricky. A little more power. Because the aircraft is really trying to. Okay, autopilot off. Here we go. Established the glide. Speed is fine. Gun is actually one of the largest isles in the Maldives, if not the largest actually. But that does mean it has only about 3 square kilometers in size. That's how tiny the Maldives are. Okay. Going down. Fed full props. No rain at the airport itself, which is good. Actually, I think we have a nice headwind, so the wind isn't as bad as I feared. Yeah, the temps do get high. What you can do about it other than slow down. It is hot outside, so I think we're going a bit too high. Let's descend further. Island approaches are always nice though. I do enjoy them. Can't see the windsock just yet. There's no puppy lights either. And whatever passes to as an airport to our right. Okay. Let's get ready. There's the windsock, and it is a headwind, so strong actually. Cut power. And touchdown. Cut mixture. Flaps up. Few pumps off.
Charlie Echo Charlie India 27, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next taxiway, CCI27. Okay, I'll stop the video here because it's already quite long. Next time though, we'll keep going south. Wherever can we go if we keep going south? You'll see, I hope. Thank you for watching. See you then.